Howdy guys, Cub here. Welcome back to Vexcraft. Last time we took over the server and renamed it. So if you missed it, you missed out. You missed out. Go and watch the episode. Today though, we are going to ask Jarvis a question. Today's hashtag Ask Jarvis question is, will the convex unite with Jarvis to take over Hermitcraft? That is the question. And the answer is, chances look bleak, because it has already happened, guys. That is why chances are bleak. Can't happen if it already happened. So, Jarvis right yet again. Unbelievable, man. This is like 50 times in a row he's been right now. Anyways, guys, today what we're going to do, we're going to get out to our ravine area, because in the episode before last, I asked you guys to participate in a poll to decide what type of bridge we should build. If we should go with a trapdoor bridge like you see right here, or this type of bridge with the slabs and the fences. And overwhelmingly, 67% of you, so 2/3 of you, said the trapdoor bridge was the way to go over this type of slab and fence bridge, because we're trying to make like a rope bridge type thing. So we're going to go with the trapdoor bridge, although I think it might be better if we went straight right here, like straight across. I think it could work a little bit better, so I'm going to try and do that. We could also then perhaps lower, or actually I guess it would be raise this up. You know what I should probably do? I should probably just come down with half slabs here first, and then make the trapdoors on, like on this level right here. I think that might be the way to go. We'll have it go more or less straight across. We'll have to divert the path over, and we might add fences on the side, because I really do like these fences like this on the side, and we'll have like trapdoors down like this. I think that might look pretty cool. So yeah, we're going to use trapdoors. We're not going to use the slabs. We may use the fences here as well. So thank you guys for participating in the poll. And yeah, that's the first thing we need to do. We need to get this bridge set up and the pathway determined before we do anything else with the Space Dog Memorial here. So, got a lot of cool plans this episode, so let's go ahead and get started. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We now have ourselves a bridge. So, I went ahead and combined, actually, the two designs. We got the trapdoors on the top, and we got the fences on the sides, because I felt like the trapdoors were just lacking in support structure underneath of it. So, I went ahead and made, like, this little bridge design right here. I think it looks pretty cool. There's also some interesting quirks about the bridge, which I'll show you, but this is what it looks like when you're going across. So you can just run across like so. And then, of course, we diverted this pathway a little bit so that it's not, you know, coming down here anymore. It's coming down and connecting up to the bridge right here, because this thing actually can't go up and down if you're using trapdoors all the way across. So there we have it, guys. That is going to be our trapdoor bridge right there. I think it looks pretty good with the nice curve shape we got going on here for the bridge itself. The fences sort of tail off toward the center, because you need less support, obviously, near the center. And another interesting thing about this bridge, you actually can't fall off it. So, like, if I'm pressing forward here, you can see I sometimes, like, dip down into a place where there's no fence, but I'm actually caught on the trapdoors. So, yeah, we actually can't fall down and can't fall off this thing, although it does give some pretty good views into the ravine. So that's pretty awesome. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about the Space Dog Memorial over here. I've been debating a lot with myself exactly what I should put here, and I've decided to go with a viewer suggestion from a previous episode. We're going to do a giant sort of dog face with the eyes turning into like crying lava occasionally. So that is what we're going to go for right here. So like a big dog face. I think we'll probably put it over here on this side. And what I'd like to see a place where you can throw bones into like a hopper. If you actually throw bones in, the bones go into the system, the dog starts crying lava, and then the bones burn in lava after being like shot up. And yeah, they burn in lava and then the dog stops crying. I could also maybe play a song when that happens. And then we also want to have the piano. I'm thinking I'm going to put the piano like over here. Right here actually might be a great spot for it. So right here is where that would be. And then we'll have maybe like a little, maybe like some banners or something with some dog banners here. And then we'll get some other additional Soviet space dogs from the wild. Like we'll go tame some wolves. and they will sort of stand by those banners to sort of quote-unquote guard them. I think that's overall a great plan, and I think we can pull it off. Let's first start off by actually going and getting the new Soviet space dogs to hold down the fort for us out here. Let's see if we have some fireworks. There we go. And of course we're going to need some bones. So we also need to get some of those. I don't know if I have any in here. Probably not. Maybe it's in the utility box. Let's just check. Nope, that's not utility box. Where's the utility box at? I just saw it. There it is. No. No bones in there. Okay. Let's fly back to the base real quick. Let's grab ourselves some bones. We could use the farm as well right now, but I'm pretty sure I have a decent supply of bones in here somewhere. Probably in this chest. Yeah, right there. Perfect. Okay. And we also need some name tags. So let me get some name tags here. There's 2. I think the rest are going to be here. Yeah, right here. So we need 5 in total. There we go. And let's go ahead and name these things. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so we now have ourselves 5 name tags here. And the name tags have the names of some Soviet space dogs on them. And I'm also going to share with you guys a couple of stories as we go and name these dogs about like what happened to them in their space flights, because some of the stories are actually quite interesting and I didn't know about them, so I'm going to share them with you guys as well. I think we're going to go search for these dogs somewhat close by, because we obviously have to take the dogs all the way back to our base here. So I'm thinking we're going to go look for them probably around here, around the ice farm area. So I'm actually going to get these maps out of here, because we need to update these maps here as well. So let me go, and we're going to head to the ice farm area. So let's just head out this way and down into space briefly, into the Cub Hub. I don't think I have dogs on the roof of the Cub Hub, or on the surface of the planet in the Cub Hub. I'm pretty sure. We got llamas. There's a sea llama. Once again. There's another sea llama. Once again. There's so many how many sea llamas can there be? Honestly. At least 4 right now. It's only the llamas that make it through for some reason. But yeah, I don't think we have dogs. That's a sheep. We got cows. We got pigs. We got horses. Chickens. Mushrooms. But yeah, no dogs, it looks like. Yeah, no dogs. So we'll have to head on to the ice farm area. Let's just get on down here, walk on through the portal, head on through the wormhole, and then somewhere along the edge here, I think here, yeah, you can just barely see it. It's pretty well hidden. But yeah, right here is the tunnel to the ice farm area, so let's just head on through here. I think we can still make it down here just barely. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Alright, to the ice farm we go. Very good, very good. Here's our ice farm right here. Looking very nice, looking very nice. Somebody's been out here using this, it looks like. And then, let's see, we need to update the maps here. I'm thinking we're somewhere on this. We're on one of these for sure. That one, there we go. Yeah, update this one. Very nice. Cool. So that should get that all up to date on the world map. There we go. I actually have got out here and like taken out a significant amount of snow blocks, I should say, as you can see here. But there should be, hopefully, some dogs in these mountains here. So let's just go ahead and we'll come out here, look for some dogs, and I'll be back once we find some. Aha! There we go. Alright, sweet. So, let's go ahead and get this map off our hand. We're going to replace it with some bones. There's 1 dog. There's 2 dogs. 3 dogs. Make sure they're all standing up. Awesome. And also, we want to make sure they're well fed. There we go. Well fed. Well fed. Perfect. They're going to make another dog here. Let's see. Is there... Yeah, there's the puppy dog. Let's feed this pup dog. There we go. Perfect. Let's see if there's another one around here somewhere. Then we can start to name them. I think that might be it, though. Nope, there's another one over... There's two more over there. Okay, perfect. That's all we need. Oh, there's one right here, too. Awesome. Don't die, dogs, honestly. There we go. Name one of those. Perfect. Let's just feed these guys to make sure they're all max level. Come on now. Alright, cool. And we need one more. So let's just do that. There we go. And let's see. Where's one of the untamed dogs? Here we go. Yeah, there's actually plenty out here. Sweet. Let's feed this guy. There we go. And I guess we might as well just grab a whole bunch more, too. If we can. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so now we have a whole bunch of dogs. Let's go ahead and try and make our way back to this area right here. We got to go this direction. And yeah, I will meet you guys back at the base where we're going to name some of the dogs. Alright guys, so we now went ahead and got the dogs out here. We got 5 dogs in total. The other 2 dogs are still in the ice tunnel out by the wormhole in the nether. But yeah, these 5 made it out here, so that's all we really need right now. And so I've started to name these dogs. The first dog we've named Otveznaya, and the second dog is Snezinka. And interesting thing about these 2 dogs, they actually flew together alongside of a rabbit to orbit in 1959, and Otveznaya actually flew on 5 more flights. So this is like one of the most experienced Soviet space dogs. So that's sort of an interesting tidbit about these 2. They actually flew together with a rabbit. Kind of an unlikely trio to go to space, if you ask me, but that's still kind of cool to think about. The next one is Damka and Kometka. So we'll make this one Kometka, and we'll make this one Damka. Now, the story of Kometka and Damka is actually really, really interesting. So they actually flew together as well to space. They were planned to go to orbit, to make like an orbital flight, so, you know, it's circling the Earth. But the upper stage of the rocket failed. So this is the upper stage of the BFR here we built. It failed, and they never reached orbit. They only reached like 214 kilometers in apogee. And then what was supposed to happen is that these 2 dogs were supposed to be ejected out of the rocket. So they were supposed to, like, they have ejector seats for the dogs and parachutes. They were supposed to be ejected out, but unfortunately that ejection mechanism failed. Then the rocket itself was supposed to self-destruct in air, and that also failed to, like, prevent other nations from developing the technology, from copying the technology. So the ejection seat failed, then the self-destruct mechanism failed, and the dogs crashed with the spacecraft onto the ground. Now, they weren't sure if the dogs had survived or not, so what they did is they sent out a recovery team way out into, I assume, like the wilds of Siberia. There was heavy snow, and it was like minus 45 degrees Celsius. And they actually had to reach the dogs quickly because there was a backup self-destruct mechanism set to 60 hours. So it took them like an entire day to get out to the capsule, but they couldn't actually open the capsule when they got there because, you know, the snow was covering it. It was minus 45 outside, and also night had fallen. So they had to wait an entire day. The dogs out there in the capsule in minus 45 degree weather. The next day they make another journey back out to where the capsule landed. They open the capsule and find the dogs in there alive, dude. Are you serious? The dogs survived. Both dogs survived, and they actually went on to, the dogs actually got adopted by some of the Soviet space scientists, and went on to have puppies. So we might as well just give this guy a puppy, right? You know, might as well just these 2. Boom. Not these 2 together didn't have puppies. They're actually only female dogs, but yeah, at least one of these 2, Damka and Kometka, had puppies as well. So that's pretty cool. So anyways, yeah, that's a really awesome story. Fun fact, the leader of the Soviet space program, Korolev, He wanted to actually make the story public, but unfortunately the government, Soviet government, didn't want that to happen because of all the failures that occurred. But all those failures, somehow the dogs still survived. So that's pretty incredible. Yeah, so that's that. Final dog is Zvezdochka. This dog went into orbit. It was one of the final orbits before manned flight. So this is one of the dogs that tested out basically the capsule that Yuri Gagarin flew in as the first human in space. And interesting fact with this dog went up with a human dummy, and the human dummy got ejected during the flight. So the dog must have been like totally flipping out. But yeah, the flight was successful, and yeah, the dog lived on after the orbital flight. I think that was like 1961 or so, right before Yuri Gagarin went to space. So that is some interesting stuff about these Soviet space dogs, and yeah, I thought that was really interesting. I didn't know anything about that before, so now I do, and hopefully you guys do too. So anyways, yeah, sun is going down now, so let's go ahead. We'll make sure all these dogs are sitting down, and yeah, then we are going to go get some materials to start to build the giant dog head right here. Alright guys, so I think we got the dog face done now. You can see it's pretty close to the actual dog face if I zoom in here. Yeah, it's looking pretty close. I think it's good enough. There might be 1 or 2 pixels that are off slightly, but I think for the most part it's pretty decent. So we went with the main color as the light gray concrete powder. That is the main color here. We also have some light gray. We got some black, I think. Yeah, black terracotta. We got some gray concrete, some more black terracotta, and then of course the red terracotta around as the collar. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with this backside. Maybe we make a mirror copy of this on the other side. That would be kind of weird though. Just 2 disembodied heads back to back. I'm not really sure how to do the back though, because I thought about, just maybe filling this in here, but then it's just going to be like a red wall in the back, which will be kind of strange. So maybe I do make the dog head coming out this way on this side. I think it could be kind of cool. You know what? I'm gonna try it. We're gonna make another dog head exactly like this coming out this back side and see how that looks. Let's be honest. This is a little bit weird, but it also looks pretty good. In other words, exactly the type of thing we like around here at our base. A lot of weird stuff, but a lot of stuff that looks pretty decent as well. Here's what we got. 2 dog heads back to back, each jointly sharing a collar, which I guess sort of makes sense. But yeah, I think it works better than just the collar by itself, or if we had like a wall back here. I think that this actually works better than that. So I think I'm going to keep it. So we got a 2-headed disembodied dog here, apparently. I guess the best way to think of this is that the collar shows the common bond between the first group of Soviet space dogs and the second group, which we now have out here. So anyways, I think now that we have this thing up, I think it's now time to start to focus on the technical aspects. So I'm going to get started on that, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so we now have a system that is functionally complete. So yeah, let me show you how it works here. This here is sort of like our altar to remember the Soviet space dogs that were slain in the Cub Hub. If we try to offer something to the slain dogs, toss it in there, you'll see that just pops right back up. If I tossed in andesite, let's say, pops right back up. If I were to say toss in a firework rocket, sucks it up, pops it right back up. So it doesn't accept anything except for bones here. But if we offer a bone to the fallen Soviet space dogs, you'll see, yeah, deep sadness, deep sadness. And of course, it's lava that they're crying because, yeah, they died to lava in the Cub Hub. But the thing that makes them happy, the bone. So as the bone ascends into dog heaven, you'll see the dog's eyes return and the Soviet space dogs are in pain no more. So, yeah, the bones that we give the Soviet space dog ease their pain, and yeah, that basically prevents them from crying lava. So that's sort of the idea here. And let's just see the bone go up again. Boom, and it burns in lava right there. So yeah, I think it's a pretty cool little thing. Let me show you some of the redstone behind here. So if I get on in here, you'll see we have a super compact double piston extender. This was actually created by Mazuma Games. So yeah, this is probably the most compact double piston extender in the game. And yeah, it's actually, I think it's actually a titleable design. Yeah, it is a titleable design. And yeah, this basically controls the eyes here. So it moves the eyes back and forward 2 blocks. So that's what controls that. The redstone comes up through here. And then if I close this off here and come down this way, we should see in this section here. Yeah, I can get down here. Yeah, this is all the redstone that controls everything down here. So here's the item sorter right here. So you can see we got bone in here and some other filler items right there. And then that sends the pulse down to the torch tower, which is right here. And this thing basically goes to the dog head, controls the blocks up there. Then once the bone actually makes it to this dropper, that sends another pulse out. And yeah, that just so happens to be timed so that, you know, the lava flows all the way down before it gets to the bottom. I actually didn't do the observer because observers have trouble with liquids and random updates. So I didn't do that, and also it like pulses, I think, like 4 times with the lava flowing down. But anyway, yeah, then it pulses the dropper right here, shoots out the bone, and then yeah, then it finally shoots the piston after that. So that's sort of how it works. But yeah, pretty straightforward system, really. Just go ahead and cover that back up. So I think the next step will be to make like a bone, like a giant bone structure around this thing right here, so that the bone is like ascending through another bigger bone into dog heaven up there. So that should be fun to make. I think we're going to have to wait until next time to do that, and also some of the other stuff like the piano that plays itself, and maybe a couple other small things around here. But anyways, guys, we got the Soviet space dogs, the new Soviet space dogs over here. They're going to hold down the fort until next time, and we got the big giant dog up right here. And of course, we'll do more decoration as well. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos like this. As always, thanks again for watching, guys. This has been Cub. Goodbye.